There are trillions of microbes in your gut right now deciding whether your body burns fat or stores it. And the crazy part is most of the so-called healthy diets and even some of the trendy gut health weight loss programs are actually starving the exact bacteria that keep you lean long term. So here's what nobody's telling you. It's not really about cutting carbs or calorie counting for that matter. And you don't always need to overhaul your entire diet because it's about feeding the right gut microbes by adding these specific foods that boost what I call your metabolic microbes to shift you from fat storage to fat burning. And I'm going to show you exactly which ones, because a microbiome focused diet is one of the fastest ways to shift your gut ecosystem to work for you and not against you. And not just for weight management, but for mood or even helping fix that leaky gut that causes a whole host of problems. So that's exactly what I'm covering today. My 3-step formula to improve gut health and weight loss backed by science. As a clinical nutritionist and chef, I help busy people lose weight, fix digestive issues, and boost mood and energy. And I've spent years obsessing over gut research, just so I can teach you how to keep eating your favorite meals and still feed the bacteria that keep you lean. And because I know you're busy, I've made it super easy. I put together a downloadable cheat sheet with all these foods plus a simple 2-day meal plan with some extras to get you started. The link is in the description. And honestly, this is how I stay lean while eating and drinking, at least what I want most of the time, because I know the science-backed swaps and ancient preparation tricks that almost nobody is teaching. First, you need to know how your microbiome controls metabolism and fat burning. So here's something that blew my mind when I first learned it. Your gut literally decides how many calories you absorb from food. Think about that. You can have the same meal, 2 different people, and one person can absorb, say, even 200 extra calories just because their gut bacteria is different. So think of your microbiome like a little factory. When you eat probiotic fiber and polyphenol-rich foods, certain beneficial bacteria break it down into something called short-chain fatty acids, and especially one called butyrate. This is liquid gold for your body and your microbiome buddies. These aren't just random byproducts actually. They're signaling molecules and they tell your body, hey, let's burn fat now. They help release appetite suppressing hormones and calm inflammation down. So research shows these short-chain fatty acids trigger hormones like GLP-1 and PYY, the same ones targeted by those expensive weight loss medications everybody's talking about at the moment. Except you can actually boost them naturally with food and there's no nasty side effects. Here's the problem. People with obesity tend to have lower microbial diversity in their gut, so fewer of those beneficial species, especially the metabolic microbes. And if that's you, your gut is essentially programmed for fat storage. But the good news is you can shift that ecosystem in as little as 24 hours. Okay, so step 1. Feed your metabolic microbes at least once a day. Let me introduce you to your 2 most important fat-burning allies. Probably you've never heard of them, but they can do a lot of good for you. Meet Christensenella minuta. Sounds sexy, right? She's your lean gene bacteria. So twin studies actually found these microbes are significantly more abundant in lean individuals compared to obese ones. And it can actually run in families. And to prove this, when researchers took Christensenella from lean people and gave it to mice on a high-fat diet, those mice gained significantly less fat without eating any less food. So this bacteria increases your energy expenditure and metabolic efficiency. It lowers leptin and resistin and the hormones that are elevated in obesity and make weight loss feel impossible. Now I want you to meet Akkermansia muciniphila. This little powerhouse lives in your gut mucus layer. And yes, it sounds gross, but stick with me, because there was a 2023 review literally calling it a shining star in metabolic health. And higher levels are consistently linked to leaner body weight, better insulin sensitivity, and lower inflammation. So here's what Akkermansia actually does. It strengthens your gut barrier. Think of it like repairing the holes in a fence that's been letting toxins leak into your bloodstream. So when your gut barrier is compromised, the bacterial toxins trigger inflammation throughout your body. And that chronic inflammation, that's what makes your body hold onto fat like it's preparing for a famine. So how do you feed these guys? Polyphenols. They are plant compounds found in colorful fruits, berries, pomegranate, cranberry, green tea, dark chocolate, and especially in high fiber foods like legumes. So your body doesn't fully absorb them, but your gut bacteria feast on them. So here's some practical swaps for you. Swap your afternoon coffee for green tea, at least some of the time. Maybe you can add a handful of berries, especially the red ones, to your breakfast. Put some extra virgin olive oil on salads because it's packed with polyphenols. Have 1 or 2 squares of the dark chocolate, 70% or higher of cacao, and try to eat a diverse range of colorful plants. Variety matters. And here's the thing, good gut health isn't about overhauling your entire life overnight. In my experience working with clients, massive sudden changes don't stick because the real transformation comes from small, doable shifts that compound over time. So if this video is helping you, please hit the like and subscribe. That one click helps me keep showing up every week with practical strategies that fit into your busy life. Step 2, eat probiotic carbs. They're lower in calories and they have more gut healing benefits. Because here's where it gets really interesting, especially if you like carbs like potatoes and rice. There are many different kinds of prebiotic fibers that boost gut health and help your waistline because fiber raises your good gut microbes instead of your blood sugar. So take resistant starch. It's a type of starch that resists digestion. It passes through to the colon where your beneficial bacteria eat it and produce that butyrate. And a 2024 study in Nature gave resistant starch to overweight adults for 8 weeks, and they lost an average of almost 3 kilos without changing anything else about their diet. So here's the hack that changes the starch from bad guy to good. When you cook rice, potato, and even pasta and then cool it for 12 hours or more, some of that starch structure changes and becomes resistant starch. And if you want to supercharge that, add a spoonful of coconut oil while cooling, and it significantly increases the resistant starch content. So that potato salad from yesterday, it's actually healthier than when you first cooked it. Here's a question for you. Let me know what your favorite potato salad add-ons are. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. But that doesn't mean you can only eat potatoes and rice, yeah? Good gut health is about diversity, and to get diversity, you need to eat a wide variety of plant food. But these carbs aren't the enemy. They're your microbiome training food. Your gut bugs eat them, turn them into signaling molecule that tells your body to burn fat, not store it. So what are they? Try red rice or black rice. They have different polyphenols that feed the different guys. Soak them overnight first and then add them to the white rice when cooking. Get purple potatoes or red potatoes, legumes, black beans, lentils, or any bean really. Eat some overnight oats or slightly green banana, and then try multicolored quinoa. And to cook these grains and legumes without the bloat, grab my Prep Like a Pro cheat sheet in the links below. Now, on that note, if you're still struggling with bloating, fatigue, or stubborn weight that just does not budge, no matter what you try, that is your gut telling you there is deeper work to do. Microbiome dysbiosis does not fix itself. So that's exactly why I've created my Gut Reset and Repair program. It's a step-by-step roadmap designed for busy people. It's got everything that you need, the meal plan, shopping list, recipes your family will love, and the protocol I use with my private clients. So if you are actually ready to stop guessing and actually feel like yourself again, the links are below, go and check it out. Because here's the truth, gut health issues only get worse when you ignore them. Your body is sending you a signal. Don't wait until it's chronic fatigue or food sensitivities you can't explain. All right, let's keep going. Step 3, reduce inflammation and build gut diversity. This is the fermented food fix. So low gut diversity is linked to obesity. Fermented foods directly helps counteract that. Here's why they work. Fermented foods deliver live probiotic bacteria and the compounds those bacteria produce. So it's like getting the workers and their finished product in one package. So add fermented foods to your meals. My top picks are, say, plain yogurt or kefir with live cultures. You gotta check the label. Kimchi, sauerkraut, it's gotta be unpasteurized from the fridge section. Miso in soups or dressings, or quality kombucha. Now I treat these like a condiment. I add a spoonful of sauerkraut or a shot of kombucha with dinner. And if you're just struggling with ideas, my program has a super comprehensive list. Because there's even certain cheeses and olives and capers and deli meats that are on that fermented foods list. The key is consistency. Your microbiome does not transform overnight. It shifts when you feed it regularly. So start today. Here's my daily formula to start seeing results. 1, add a metabolic microbe food each day. These are the polyphenol-rich foods like berries, green tea, olive oil, dark chocolate. 2, add a serving of prebiotic fibers to each meal. Chia, legumes, cooled carbs, oats, colorful grains. 3, add a small serve of fermented foods with your meals, the yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir. Don't forget to grab my 2-day meal plan, links in the description. Because look, your microbiome is not just about digestion. It's talking to your brain, your immune system, and your metabolism every single day. But the beautiful thing is you can choose what message it sends. Every meal is a chance to feed the bacteria that keep you lean, energized, and reduce inflammation. So if this video helped you, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see on my videos. It really supports my channel and helps me bring you more of these gut health strategies. Until next time, love your guts.